In a rare reversal, the Trump administration appears to be backing down from its nearly $1.8 billion so-called anti-weaponization fund. Now, you'll recall the plan sparked bipartisan backlash and was temporarily blocked by a judge. Critics worried it could lead to the payments heading to rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6. In a social media post, the DOJ wrote that it disagrees strongly with the judge's decision. It also said the fund was open to anybody, whether they were, quote, Democrat, Republican, conservative, independent, or otherwise. However, the department has pledged to abide by the ruling. But that may not be enough for some GOP lawmakers. According to Politico, Iowa's Chuck Grassley says President Trump needs to, quote, say very explicitly that there's not going to be a weaponization fund. And later today, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche will take questions from the House Appropriations Justice Subcommittee. He's expected to face scrutiny over this fund. CBS News political reporter Kathryn Watson joins us live from our D.C. bureau with more on all of this. Kathryn, good morning. Great to have you with us today. So where do things stand on this fund right now?
Yeah, well, an interesting turn of events yesterday. Certainly, sources told CBS News shortly before the DOJ made that statement that the administration planned to scrap the fund. There has been a tremendous amount of pressure from Republicans to get rid of this fund, and disagreement over this DOJ fund is holding up key legislation on Capitol Hill. You can see that as being kind of one of the pivotal reasons for why we're seeing what we're seeing now. The DOJ statement also came hours after House Speaker Mike Johnson met with President Trump about the anti-weaponization fund, and Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche met with GOP senators recently. And Ted Cruz, after that meeting, said that Republican senators were screaming in the meeting. Obviously, a very tense situation. So just to give kind of the backstory to what we are seeing now. Now, of course, as mentioned, with Senator Chuck Grassley's comments in Politico, we are seeing even increasing comments from Republicans and certainly from Democrats to make this more formal. Errol.
It's irritating some Republicans. It's holding up legislation. Any indication then the administration might seek to revive this fund later down the road? It says it's abiding by this ruling for now.
Yeah, well, there aren't indications of that currently. As we talked about, there's certainly pressure from Republicans for that not to happen. Another thing that we have to mention, aside from the legislation being held up on Capitol Hill, it's a midterm election year. Republicans do not want anything that is going to distract from their prospects, anything that is going to be particularly controversial. Let's listen to what Democratic senators are trying to do to ban this kind of fund more permanently.
Senate Democrats will push legislation to ban this slush fund and ensure no president can ever do this again. Trump's word is nowhere near enough.
This should not be a partisan issue. And I understand many of our Republican colleagues have concerns about this slush fund, too.
So we'll see if that legislation goes anywhere. Errol?
All right, Kathryn Watson in our D.C. bureau. Thank you.